Hello and welcome back to another night of football. Tonight's going to be Colts versus Jaguars again. Already defeated them once, and I think, if I remember right, it wasn't by much, so this is going to be very interesting. They did go up in score, I believe, but I also went up in score. My defense isn't as good as theirs, but it's either tied or a little bit more than on everything else, so should be an okay game. Hit my knee.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in...
Man, it is going to be crazy if I beat them again on their own turf. Alright, so I need 5 or more offensive touchdowns, 350 plus offensive yards, allow 24 points or less. I'll have to wait for them to get a touchdown and see what the heck that means. And then game plan goal, passing yards. Okay. So they're getting the ball. I'm getting the ball.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time, and leading the way is the number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
You know, it's bad whenever he's from Florida and he's going to be kicking his own state's ass.
Play action. Now Richardson. He's got a man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The red challenge flag making an appearance. Doug Peterson not liking what he saw there.
They're going to challenge immediately. Damn.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Let's go, baby.
So the challenge there does not go their way.
Let's
this
see if I
will
can
indeed
do it
remain a
within
completed
3,
pass.
but I know it's not going to be 2.
They go play action with Richardson. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They give him a gain of 37.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting
They remember that
little touch pass going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage. And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, Teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ashton Doolin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. And the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft in his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might have considered that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. And they'll go again with Etienne. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll run with Etienne.
Oh, shit.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Jones has it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. From midfield now, Lawrence. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Now Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Now Lawrence. He completes it to Jones. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's why I don't do suggestions.
Again, it's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. The numbers in last week's contest for Ingram, 9 catches, 81 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On third down, Lawrence working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Jaguars are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Lawrence going to keep it, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Jaguars are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
I just went right.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
That might have been a touchdown.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Richardson looking to throw this.
No, get up.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Damn.
Chad Muma. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Got around my defender.
On third down, here's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Richardson looking to throw. Quick slant caught by Pierce. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field.
And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor from 4 yards out, and the Colts have taken the lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 6-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in.
That was
Second
a really
down.
close call. Putting some pressure.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Out route, he finds his man, it's Jones. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Handoff running left is Etienne. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. That is caught. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Lawrence on target there to Ridley. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. All eyes on Anthony Richardson as he brings the Colts offense back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Didn't reach 1,000 yards, but there's no denying Pittman's the Colts' unquestioned top guy in the passing game. 99 receptions last season, 10th in the NFL, and he picks up another one there.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and 6. In motion is McKenzie. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
No! I was trying to get away from him.
To the 5, pick up a 3. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Richardson. Forced out to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
All the opening.
Anthony Richardson. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Calvin Ridley and the Jaguars back onto the field. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the 2nd quarter. Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt.
There were. I don't even know why they didn't like try to ride or something. Away. You know?
This is taken at the 18. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
How far do I need? 54 yards? Or 46? I don't know. Try this.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Richardson off the play fake.
No!
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
Are you serious, dude?
At their own 12-yard line.
The one time I believe that he's going to fucking catch it, I get an interception.
But that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept
turn around
that throw.
to look.
Because for the most part, what they've
I
seen,
usually go
it's been
wide,
pretty
but
sensational.
fuck
The
me,
Jacksonville
dude.
offense set to begin their next drive. Open man is Kirk, complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
Might as well just run it out.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk.
I'm going to be kicking it to him anyways.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on this message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Etienne once more. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up from the 38 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Now Lawrence to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Here's 2nd and 7. Lawrence will throw. A short throw to Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Etienne up the middle. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now Lawrence to throw on second down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And the Jags are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
And it's caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Colts football and Michael Pittman, helmet back on and ready to go. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there.
Real quick, okay, so I've almost got the passing and the offensive yards. That's good.
A pickup of 25. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And he takes a shot
Damn.
on the release as this
Dude,
will be
B
incomplete.
was wide the fuck
These two
open.
teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10. And Richardson back to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
With that, he's up to 160 yards receiving now for the ball game.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Richardson.
Oh, get it!
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Dude, how did
He didn't just deny a big
Man,
throw there.
what
He
are you
put that one up
doing?
in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And Richardson yet again. And he'll find Pittman. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
On 1st down, Richardson steps away to his left. They're going right back to Pittman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I managed to
So
save
the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
At least I got a few yards.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
This play will easily get me that.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Like, nobody was there, dude.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
I need those running yards.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew.
One sec. Okay, I'm getting close. I need one more touchdown. 24 points or less. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, because I think they might get another touchdown.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feel pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Here's Lawrence.
One sec, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 3rd down, here's ETN. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned. conversion on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here are the Colts to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Richardson to the air on 1st down. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Is to make points. If you're not making points, what are you doing?
Back to the air with Richardson. He's into the secondary, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Ashton Doolin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Doolin, the man in motion. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Damn! It's going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
I was not anticipating that at
That was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ball game, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
So the Colts now bringing the offense back onto the field as they'll go for 2. Slot man moves right. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And no return here for Agnews, and they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Jaguars getting set to go. And that last last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
No one's near him.
But able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
One sec, be right back. Alright. Oh, I got all 3 of those done.
Now Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Draw play, ETN. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
If you just went
Call
left,
no gain there, and it leads to a 4th
you would have
down.
had so many yards.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
No! Dude, you almost had that. But it's good that you didn't catch it because now I have better yardage.
And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Once again.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. Flush to his right.
Yeah, I knew that wasn't happening. 31
incomplete.
All over that guy.
The 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 11 yards for number 11.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out.
Run the
they
clock
tend to
out
leave
here.
him in.
So that way they don't have very much time to actually run.
Now it's Richardson. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Thanks, guys, for
so the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've
running
got a
down the
third and
time.
goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They'll look to run with Taylor, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football. But he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
I'll make it.
Gay is on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
That one looks like he'll throw here. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I was trying to get it.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts.
Stop the
That'll
clock,
leave
so
them
I
with
don't
2
have
remaining.
to
We'll be back after this.
use a timeout.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Oh,
And
damn.
this will be incomplete.
Really
Physical
didn't
play
mean
on the
that.
football there, and it's second down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Now they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner, turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Again, it's Richardson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And And make him 4 for 4 now on two-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that.
You're
on
still
the way
throwing the ball.
Maybe
Have you
get back
learned
to base
nothing?
And feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Out route, he finds his man, it's Jones. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 2 yards still to go, 3rd down now. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call his number again, it's his 6th catch and a 1st down. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense.
Destroyed them. That's what I was going for. Gotta get them points. Only 4 guys, huh? Maybe slot. 76. I need this. Good general. I guess I'll go ahead and go into the next one. What's the Browns ranking right now? Not even top 7. Whoa, hold on. The Bills has not lost a game yet in conference? Where are the Bills at, though? Or Browns, I mean. They are 11. They won 3 and lost 2. Interesting. Yeah, I'm on a 6-win streak, and so is the Bills. It might be the Colts versus Bills at the end, guys. This is going to be interesting. Because we're not going up against the Bills for a while. Might need to increase something on here. Run up the hill, boost stamina. Oh, I do need that. But that'll be the next game. Damn. Hold on. How does that make sense? Their offense is 87, their defense is 84, and their overall is 85. And yet they're number 11? How does that make sense? How have they lost 2 games with that high of a overall? Are all of these guys overalls like way better? Can I look? No, I can't. Damn. I mean, so far I've just been going up against guys that are like really close. Like teams that are really close to mine. This might be the first loss. And if so, that means, oh boy. If this is our first loss,
today, from
we might
Lucas
drop
Oil
down to like
Stadium in Indianapolis.
maybe 3rd or 4th on the list. And the Browns would definitely go up. Alright, let's see how good their offense
Getting toward
is.
the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. On the return, here's Jerome Ford. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go to work behind the 3-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson. In his 2nd season now as a Brown, number 7 overall.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though. They trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
All right, let's see what they got. I think they're throwing.
First play from scrimmage, Watson going to throw it. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. David Bell, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. You look at this Colt defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the number 1 overall offense in the league.
Wait, what? They're number 1 in
To
offense?
the air yet again, Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Watson. He's got the connection to Cooper. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it second down. This defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down game.
2 yards. It's not that
4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. From the red zone now, Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you,
The Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
And they'll be led out by an exciting athlete. 4th overall pick of the draft out of Florida, Anthony Richardson.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he keeps going at the pace he's at, it's going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Really good defense.
They go play action with Richardson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
Nice
job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, much better defense.
Richardson off the play fake.
And this pass
the
broken
ball.
up. And the contact well timed.
I have to punt.
And now 4th down. On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take
that
over
far back
1st
and they're
and
that
10.
good of a defense,
Second
I'm
drive
not
coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field
little
on
bit
offense.
of yards that they need.
Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field
Guys
and try
all
to
over
put
the
out
damn
the fire.
place.
Give this one great kudos for getting out there, not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 15 carries, 62 yards.
He comes into this one ranked 9th in the NFL with rushing. I think that every member of that offense knows exactly where he sits. You can see it from every one of them out there. They're all fully committed
Why is
to making
nobody
this a game
on that
where
guy?
he really breaks free and climbs a couple of spots.
A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. And Chubb will try the middle here.
Down to about the 45. You look at this Colt defense.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now they've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
They are.
A gain of
Fuck.
4, and that'll bring up 4th down.
excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job.
What?
Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Into the fucking end zone. Wait, are they trying to get the 3-point?
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So I don't get picked off.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Yeah!
Brought down, but not before he reaches the
All right, I think I can run.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Richardson looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Pierce in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Oh, dude.
Incomplete. Good coverage there.
I told him to take him down. I could have went for that. Maybe they're not as good as I was thinking.
They'll try to
they made it sound like they were extremely good.
40 up close to the 35.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt.
They have better defense.
3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Oh, we ain't.
Now Richardson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, I was
Too
gonna go
tough to
down.
hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I'm not
The
going
Colts
down
at 6-0. What a
I don't
start
know
to
why
the
that's
season for them.
even
They have certainly
play.
got
That's
it
a
rolling
stupid
as
play.
of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach,
Like they all just
you show your team some
go
trust
10
instead
yards
of just
and
talking
stop.
about winning.
That's it.
You know, the very
That's
next
all they
game,
did.
you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there.
He had it.
To force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands,
and
hope
more
he can make some
time.
yards after the catch and pick up a first down.
I can
Weren't
do
able
it.
to do so on that play.
I just need these guys to fucking hold them off.
Going for it on fourth, Richardson.
No!
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf.
Oh, like I said, I need them to hold them
Real
off.
head scratcher there. And the
Fuck.
Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a three-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
Now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And again, it's Chubb. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Bell brings it in across the formation. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
Chubb on the counter, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I know one thing, they cannot win while they're
They're
at home.
with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the
Damn.
pickup there.
I know it's going to be coming back to me. So I have to get the 14, and then I can get
That's a good
21
job defensively
after
to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jordan Akins from 4 yards out. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. Indy offense ready to go once again, and we'll get another look at Alec Pierce. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing a 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense, kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things
catch
and
this.
make them do those things better.
You
Yeah,
gotta
try to
catch
make
it,
him uncomfortable.
Woods.
Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Now this
Atta
throw
boy.
caught left side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Off play action, Richardson. And this one is going to be off the mark.
Good thing
Too
I
far out in
overthrew
front.
that.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you've got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
He'll get this one to Pittman. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. In motion is McKenzie. Richardson now going to fake the jet sweep, and he'll throw off play action. Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Ow!
He's going to press this with
1 yard.
Just
gotta run him. They gotta learn how to be faster.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
I gotta run the freaking clock out. That's what I need to do. Because they're gonna be kicking it back to me. So if I can just hold them off.
Doolin, the man in motion. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ashton Doolin from a yard out. And the Colts have taken the lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too? Because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
Are you serious? Another switch up?
Watson on first down. He's got Akins, the tight end.
Oh, it's too far
and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and it's brought down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
third down
one
for the
more
8th play of the
sack,
drive.
or make sure that they don't get
Now
the
Watson.
ball.
He's got his
No!
target. That's complete. Now the Browns will use the
They're gonna
first of
get
their
a
3
fucking
timeouts
touchdown.
as he'll stop it with exactly a
And
minute
still
to
gonna
go
back
before
to back.
halftime.
I was hoping that I would force them to not get the touchdown or make them kick it.
On first down, it's Watson. Quick
I
throw
said
knocked
why,
away.
not
It's incomplete.
knock it away.
Looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone.
I said
But
to
this defense
catch
gets
the
2 more
damn
stops.
ball.
They can keep them out of that area.
Again, it's Watson. Throw complete to Bell. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Third down and 1.
They switched up their play.
Now it's Watson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Yeah, kick that
Now
ball.
it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Options galore
I'm gonna
here.
try it.
Second
I
and a few inches.
have no idea.
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
All right.
Now the Colts going to burn the
Now I
second
know
of
that
their
that play does not
timeouts.
work.
As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I need to run it out.
They run once more with Taylor. Escapes the defender. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. A give for Taylor running right side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Damn.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
1st and 10,
Now all
Taylor
I need
now.
to do is just...
And
No!
he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Oh, buddy, that
Now
was
a timeout.
not good.
7 seconds left in the first half. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll fight for
No!
maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
I just needed to
So
run
we
it
hit
out of
halftime here in
bounds.
Indianapolis, where the
They
Colts
got
are
in
on
my
top.
way.
As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Colts to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10.
Strong toss. Let's try this.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive to about the 33-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Fuck me, dude.
Now that's a mound of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The fuck was that, dude? I did not say to spike it.
Lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about
Was
what's going
that
on with
the
his team than we do.
suggestion?
He must know something's up. Either he has trouble
I
with
was
his
trying to
phone,
go into play
right?
calls,
He's worried
and then
about
it was
his
like,
defense.
oh,
There's
he
an
tapped
explanation in
A
there that we're gonna ask
to
for
go
after
into
the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances.
Am I really going to lose this game because of that?
Is with my offense.
Interesting. Back in their own territory now. We'll see what transpires. Now a 1st down throw. Watson. Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper. And the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Every time it goes to 4th down, it goes to the suggestions. And why is Spike in the suggestions in the first
Rolling
place?
his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
When it's 4th down.
So it takes him just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Now they're in the fucking lead.
And it's a pretty good return here as they get this out to the 29. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there, deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired,
No, it was a fucking accident. That's all it was. I was trying to tap A, but I guess the menu was opening as I tapped it, and one of the suggestions was to spike, which makes 0 sense.
Lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
I'm not going to lose
They go
because
to the
of that.
ground again with Taylor. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Here now, 2nd and 4.
up second and 4.
Richardson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
No!
Throw on first
Dude,
down there,
that would have been first and goal.
Even with a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Richardson yet again. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have retaken a third-quarter lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of his NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line,
What? My foot was on
So the defense
fucking
gets
line.
the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more
Alright, well,
pressure because the
I guess
offense has an
technically I'm
entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line.
I hate the
Running
fucking
into
goalpost.
throw. So
Oh,
defensively,
shit.
I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. He is knocking on the
I've
door
never done
for
that
100
before, I don't
yards in this
think.
ball game.
Like in
And
any
it's so
NFL
important.
game.
It doesn't seem like
Or
it's that big of
college
a deal.
football game.
Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And Chubb going to push forward and pick up a Browns first down as he gets this up past the 40.
He had that. Oh, they're going for Chubb again. Okay.
Here's Watson. That's complete to the tight end, Atkins. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They go up the middle with Chubb. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On first down, Watson over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, But you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This is gonna be
2
a
yards
really
on the
close
carry
game.
there. It'll be second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mucked them down for a win in the defense's column.
We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. They run it again with Chubb. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
All right, fuck now.
Back to throw, Watson.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
They're going back to throwing? Yeah, they're throwing.
From the gun, here's Watson.
Somebody stop him!
Beyond the line of scrimmage.
Why do they just stand there?
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Far
Here's
easier
Watson. And this is caught.
if they just got the 3 instead of the 7.
Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 60. And the Browns answer back with
Now
a
they're
touchdown
4
of their
points
own
ahead,
to
and
take
I
a 4-point
absolutely
lead.
gonna have to have the 2-point next
Boswell
time.
good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
Touchback.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd
Yeah,
and 10
somebody
from the
didn't
25.
fucking stand there in his way. Why was he so far off course? That doesn't make sense.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Fuck!
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to get in there
I
for
don't
his
know what to
second
do
sack
here.
of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape.
I'm gonna
It didn't
attempt
exist.
to get as many yards as possible on this play.
Now on 3rd
Going-
and long.
Hey!
To throw. Oh, this will be
Ah!
incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting
I have to
that
kick
go.
it.
That could have been worse.
I don't have a choice.
Instead, it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Am I fucking gonna lose this game? I'm gonna lose.
38 yards officially. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
All because of the fucking spike! When I could have got the first down! That spike fucks
Here's
me.
Watson on 1st and 10. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner.
Alright, I'm gonna go
It's a
mute
rare
because I'm
completion
really
from him.
pissed
He's
right
been
now
on
and I'm
point
gonna be
this entire
screaming
game.
He
and yelling.
has
about
percentage
stupid stuff.
completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd and 10, Watson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
All right, I have a chance. I have to run.
So put 3 on the board.
That's
a
it.
Bit of a hook on the driver
Only
that time. Look a little
run.
Bit like you, Charles, over
and
the
it's
8
got to be
Windermere.
plays that gets
You
me
know me too
fucking
well,
yardage.
partner, except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
And
If I can get a touchdown,
the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
I can get the 2-point, and then I can hold him.
Offense now as they
That's
get
the
set
play.
to take over.
I can win this by
Charles,
1.
a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to swim across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Dueling the man in motion. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Making the tackle there, Martin Emerson. Now a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Taylor. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. That one's on Quentin Nelson, the all-pro guard. Well, the defense circling now. 4th down and 7. Motion man right, that's Pierce. They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Here's second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Here's 1st and goal. Now Richardson staying on his feet. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I've had so many plays back in the day where I could just run straight forward after they getting the ball, and it would go like 1 or 2 yards. That was my intention. But it didn't work.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
I got it!
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
All right, now I need the 2 points so I can win this game. And I just need to hold them off for a whole
Colts are
minute.
an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination
overtime
when you
here.
have momentum to go for
I ain't
2
doing
here.
that shit.
But if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at
Get
all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see
in the
overtime. I'm selfish.
fucking
You obviously
how?
have to catch.
Tomorrow.
Every time!
Clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time. Why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Ford now to return it. This taken in right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
I have to get
Cleveland
an
offense
interception.
ready to go. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Shedding through the defense. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. And Chubb try the middle here.
I'm trying to make sure that they cannot
I
kick
like a guy who
a
understands the
field
situation.
goal.
I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying
But if
around
they
the training
continue to
facility
run
for an
it,
entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
We lost.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one
I
that
guess I
drives
should have put
coaches
it in
and
overtime.
teammates insane.
Maybe could have won that way. It was close.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
Ha!
The crowd's
Sucker.
not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Oh, we're running.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts.
They're going to do that again.
That'll leave
I
them with
know
just
for a
one
fact they
remaining
are.
in this 4th quarter.
They don't want to take the fucking chance. Yep. They're just going to knee it. They're going to run the fucking timeout.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're
Fuck.
going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Wait, what? Okay.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
Shoulda went for the fucking field goal. But even then, their defense is really good. would not have mattered too much. Cross. I'll do a hybrid. Oh, here we go. And game froze. Of course it did. Oh. I guess that's all I had to do instead of resetting or restarting. I'm sure I went down on the list. Yep. Went down third, just as I knew I would. And the Bills got the fucking win. As I knew they would. Damn it. So the 49ers and I are tied. What is this? Okay. That requires 10, and there's 2 of them, so that's 20. I only lost by 1 point. I don't know why I'm not second place. What the hell was the 49ers score anyways? I have a guy that's 92. Didn't know I had a guy that good. Got the need for speed. That's gonna help. Alright, I guess that's it for tonight. I got some guys wanting me to play some COD with them. So I'm gonna call it a night for streaming. I'll be back on maybe tomorrow. Not entirely sure on that yet. But if not tomorrow, then probably the next day. So other than that, I hope you have a good night / day, and I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching.